Morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me as we take a look at your work week forecast for January 18th through the 21st for this abbreviated work week. Also, going to start off by doing a recap of yesterday's storm, which ultimately, after though it kind of got there in a strange way where we sort of changed to sleet in the middle of it for most locations, we ended up about where I thought we were going to snowfall forecast-wise. So it was a strange way to get there, but overall ended up working out the way that basically we thought it was going to work out. So let's take a look first of all at snow totals. So we're going to take a look first here at valley locations. We've got 6 inches in Rutland. Manchester had 9, a little bit more than I thought in Manchester. Shaftesbury about 6. Heartland 10, more in Heartland, more a little bit north as you headed up 91 than I thought they were going to get. Brattleboro 7. Bennington was the place where we got the mixing happened, and it never really got re-going as snow in Bennington. Only an inch of snow or so in Bennington. So Bennington was definitely the spot probably that got skunked out the most on this storm of places that I expected. A higher terrain, basically a foot-ish or a little bit more. Rochester 13 inches, Ludlow 11, Landgrove 14, Windhall had 13. West Wardsboro, that's the highest I could find, 16 inches in West Wardsboro, well, except for some of the ski areas. But and then Woodford, 14 inches of snow. So a foot plus a little bit more in most of that higher terrain. And then if we went to the ski areas, Killington, 18 inches, Pico, 12, Bromley, 11, Magic, 13, Stratton, 15, Mount Snow, 14. So a good storm basically for that. And National Weather Service puts together this nice map after most storms. They go into a lot of detail, try to get the terrain in there, but you can kind of see at the higher terrain, we're talking a foot, just a little bit more in a lot of places as you headed up the spine of the greens. In the valley locations here, a lot of 5, 6, 7 amount totals. Same kind of thing to the west as we head towards Brattleboro and Bennington. But if you look in even some of the real low elevations there, only a couple of inches in some of those spots. Bennington kind of fell into one of those. So as we take a look at what's going to happen as we go forward, the weather pattern, at least for this week, work week, is much quieter, although we're going to talk about how we're still in a favorable. The pattern has flipped and we're now a much more favorable winter weather kind of pattern. We do have a clipper. This is really our only weather maker for the week, which is sort of riding this front. It'll head in our direction for tomorrow. Probably just bring a few flurries and some clouds, but not really going to see too much in the way of any kind of accumulating precipitation, certainly. If we take a look at the overall pattern, though, you can see here we've got, this is at 500 millibars, the upper level. You can see we've got a trough now across the east and a bit of a ridge out west. This is basically the exact opposite of what we had from late December into the first couple weeks of January. And this looks to persist at least through the end of the month. And this is the kind of pattern where we can get cold and dry, or we can get cold and snowy. It's a little bit, the models, we'll have to see what happens, but this will definitely give us lots of chances for snow, whether storms go out to sea or go south of us or hit us. Very much yet to be determined, but it's a pattern overall that is favorable for snow for us here across the Northeast. It's also favorable for colder air and longer locked in colder air. I don't think we're going to see any stretches of 2 weeks or something like that, 20 below zero. But instead of having these one-day real cold events and then warming right back up, we're going to see kind of persistent, probably slightly below average temperatures for this time of year. And of course, this is our climatologically coldest time of year. So when you're below average this time of year, it feels real cold. Let's take a look at what that means forecast-wise for this week. Of course, yesterday it snowed. Today, we're going to be, we're at about our high temperatures almost right now. We're in the upper teens for a lot of locations, some low 20s still out there. But we'll be cooling off throughout the day. We'll see some peaks of sun. I think by the afternoon, we're probably down into the low teens maybe. So if you're going to be out there today, it's definitely very doable. A nice day to ski, but especially by the afternoon, you're just going to want to know that you're going to bundle up some. Not too bad, but definitely going to want to bundle up. Tomorrow's the warmest day of the week, as our storm that's going to come through, our clipper system that comes through, does draw in some slightly warmer air. A lot of us will get above freezing, just barely above freezing tomorrow. Tomorrow evening and overnight, a few flurries. I don't think that'll accumulate anywhere except for maybe some of those western-facing slopes could get a coating of snow, but basically no issues there. Thursday is sort of a repeat of today. As the clipper system heads out, we drop throughout the day. So we start off the day about 20 degrees. We probably finish Thursday about 10 degrees by the time the sun goes down. Friday's the coldest day of the week. Not as brutal cold as it was like last Saturday, but still pretty cold. A little bit of a gusty wind, and temperatures about 10 degrees for a high after starting off 5 to 10, maybe 15 below in some of the sheltered spots on Friday morning. So real cold start Friday. And as we go forward, let's take a quick look at your outdoor activities. Oh, let me just change this way. Sorry about that. For some reason, it's not allowing me to change the normal way. Okay, today, Tuesday, temperatures drop in the afternoon. Just be aware of that. Tomorrow's warmer, cloudy, so not the prettiest day to be out there, but a great day to be out there and get and enjoy the skiing or whatever, or snowshoeing or anything like that in the woods. Cross country skiing is available to you now too with the snow. Thursday becoming sunny, colder throughout the day, and then Friday, Bluebird Day, cold. So if you're going to ski, if you're going to be out there, just be aware that it's going to be real cold on Friday. Okay, thanks for joining me. I'll be back on Friday for everybody with a look at your weekend forecast. My patrons, I'll be here on tomorrow for an early look at the weekend forecast. There's a chance of snow this weekend, a slight chance. I think it's probably less than 30% chance that actually hits us. But if that becomes more of a reality, I may be out with a video on Thursday or something like that if the storm trends in our direction. So I'll certainly keep you up to date on that also if it becomes a reality. Otherwise, thanks for joining me. Thanks for supporting my channel by subscribing to my YouTube channel. And certainly thank you to these patrons who have provided, who help provide financially for what we do here at the West River Weather Guy.